There he is. I told you he was eating.
All right, guys, we are actually live, and you are tuned in to our Monday night Unit of Prosperity Team Hangout. My name is Keisha Bass. I'm so honored to actually work with such an amazing team of professionals that I've really grown to love, almost just like family. So we're here tonight. I'm gonna mute out those of you who just joined us. We have a full panel, and usually on Monday nights we kind of share stories, and people tell you about how much money they've made using our simple little system to copy and paste items from Amazon to eBay. And tonight we're going to do something. We're going to talk about stories, but we are going to share with you some tips and some tricks for those of you who are already inside of our company. But as well, those of you who are not, you're going to want to take out some paper and pen, and you're going to want to write some notes, because when you get started, and yes, when you get started, then you're going to want to go back to these notes that you have taken from tonight's event, and we have something really, really special for those of you who stick around to the very end. Okay, so but you got to stay to the very end in order to get our amazing bonus tonight. So I want to just I got some cool peeps that are here tonight with us. I got someone that I actually can only see the top of your head, so and I'm not quite sure. I think it's JoJo. Oh, there you are, JoJo. Hi. Sorry. I was only able to see the top of your head, so I was a little concerned there. But we just like to have fun, so don't mind me. I'm not, I always say, well, I'm not a professional speaker, but I am. So I don't know what I can say, but, I'm not that serious, but I am serious about making money. Okay, so let's get started, you guys. I got my some rockstar business partner, Miss Kana Kearns, is on tonight with me. Kana,
Hey.
come out and introduce yourself, my dear.
Hi, guys. My name is Kana Kearns. I currently live in Atlanta, Georgia. I've been a part of DS Domination since September 2013, and I've been loving it. It's been a great business for me. I'm a single mom with 2 kids, and this is how I take care of my family. So I love it.
Awesome. Thank you, Kana, for coming out, and just jump out at any point tonight. Of course, because I'm actually nervous because we have one of the most amazing interviewers and stuff that's on tonight. So I'm always like really nervous when she's on, because I'm like, oh my gosh, she's so amazing.
Right.
I just like fumble my way through this stuff, and she just like so graceful with that. So I'm excited to have my good friend Ms. Valerie Mason on with us tonight. I told her Harpo Studios. Oprah's actually, I don't know if she's walking away from Harpo Studios or what's happening with Harpo Studios. You guys know? Did you guys know about that? Like,
No, I heard something about it, but I don't know.
really? Dante, do you know what's happening with Harpo Studios? I know you know everything, so that's why I'm like, Dante, what's happening with Harpo Studios? Can you tell us? Like,
I'll call and see.
okay, thank you. So Dante will put in a call to Oprah. He'll find out exactly what is happening with Harpo Studios, and then okay, he's on the phone now. And because I told Val she should definitely buy Harpo Studios, because, man, she is amazing. Like, I mean, so anyways, we like to have fun, and as you can see, and laugh. And if you're not laughing right now, then you need to live a little, okay? We'll have Nikki Witherspoon send you a bottle of wine, okay, to help you take the edge off. Okay, so anyways, awesome. Bruce, what's going on, Bruce?
Hey, Keisha, how you doing?
I'm doing amazing. How are you doing tonight?
I am fantastic.
Did you deliver any jerky today, my dear?
I didn't. It's raining outside, and I just decided to stay in and list on eBay.
Oh, really?
Absolutely.
How cool is that? That is really cool. So, Bruce, we've
Go
gathered.
ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, I was just going to tell you, we've kind of gathered here tonight. I'm glad that you've been listening on eBay today, because I'm sure that you have something that you can share with our listening audience, our viewing audience, I should say, our viewing audience tonight about eBay and stuff. And you can talk about your business and why did I ask you about, are you delivering jerky and all that. So Go ahead. The floor is yours.
Okay. Well, give you just a real quick thumbnail sketch of who I am and what I do and that type of thing. I started in DS Domination in the UOP in January 28th of 2014, and I simply invested a $20 bill, and when I saw this business, I basically I'd seen my sponsor post on Facebook several times about money she made while she was sleeping and while she was having a life, okay? And that intrigued me, just because I own a conventional business, and if I'm not working it, it doesn't work. And that business, I grew that from basically from zero to about $250,000 in sales in about 3 years, and that was all mainly just grinding it out, hard work, door-to-door sales, distribution, setting up distribution networks, and now I have 12 partners and so on and so forth. And I used to work 7 days a week, and 5 days a week I was setting up distribution routes, and Saturday and Sunday I was working gun shows and you name it. I set up a booth and I'd work 12 hours a day, standing on my feet selling jerky. So I sell exotic jerky and such, and so it was hard work that first year in a state that I'm not from. I live outside of Dallas, Texas, with my wife and our 2 dogs, and everything else that goes on here. And so I knew that there had to be more than just work to be working. And I was very blessed because I have a business and it's prosperous. But on the other hand, you got to have something passive going on, and that's really what I was looking for. And so, I invested $20 and watched some videos, and it was kind of a no-brainer. I just started very simple, and I'll give you a couple of tips of what not to do, because I made some mistakes in the very beginning. And one of the things that I decided to do, I was going to try to watch all the training and then go back and take action steps. Okay, not the way to do it, because if I would have watched, that cost me probably about 3 months, 2 to 3 months, and I finally just decided that I was going to go back to square one, start all over, and watch the videos and take the action steps as they actually told us in the training videos. And lo and behold, I got results. So anyway, the first weekend that I actually started listing on eBay, I made, and your results will vary, but I made about $400 in sales on a Saturday morning. My wife didn't even know I was doing a business other than my other business. I didn't tell her anything, and because I wanted to prove to myself that it was going to work first. And so I just simply had some fun with it. She kept saying, "What do you?" She thought I was just making noise, which I was. It was a cha-ching on my phone, and anyway, so the rest is history. Now, the first several months, I really didn't, to be honest with you, I really didn't like listing on eBay until I made a mind shift and I embraced it versus fighting it, fighting all the steps. And it was amazing how when I changed my mind and changed my mindset, that the results came more easily and quicker. And so today, I'll tell you where I'm at today. With this business, it's been exciting. We were down at the event in Atlanta, and I set a goal. Didn't tell anybody. I just set it myself. Set the intention to list 1,000 eBay listings between now and the next 90 days, between now and the time we go to Chicago. And I did put that on paper. And what I did was I broke that down in reverse, and I divided it by 3 for 3 months, and then I divided it out by 30 days. And if you break that down, that's only 12 listings per day, okay? And if you want to break that down per hour or whatever, 1,000 looks like a big number, it looks like a huge number. But if you break it down per day and then you consistently do it, it's small, okay? Inch by inch, everything's a cinch, okay? And so that's one of my best things. Now, what I had to do, or what I decided to do, let me rephrase that, because I am self-employed, is I made that systematic, and I put all my spreadsheets and everything that I need, all my Word docs, my software tools, whatever I need, all in one place, so that I can, just jump on it, grab the numbers from Amazon, pull them over, copy and paste, and it goes so much quicker. And I used to take anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes to put a listing up, and now I can put one up in 5 minutes versus 45 minutes. So it's just because of organization. Probably the best thing that I'm going to tell you from being self-employed is that we're on no one's time clock other than our own. And so with that, the clock doesn't matter, because until the job is done, I don't go to bed. Okay. And that's really what it takes. It just takes internal determination that no matter what, you're going to make it happen. So with that, throw the alarm clock away and make your decision, set your intention, your goals, and go out and attack it, and it'll work.
Awesome. Uh-oh.
Yeah, and Keisha, I wanted to just say something about two things that Bruce said. And one of those things that he mentioned was that he was a conventional business owner, which I'm seeing that a lot. A lot of people are attracted to this opportunity that already have brick and mortar type businesses, and they're saying that just like a regular 9-to-5 job, they're being, restrained to these hours into this business. And so now that they have the opportunity of selling on eBay, I mean, you can be anywhere. I've been traveling. I actually made a move from North Carolina to Georgia while I was listing. My son was in the hospital. I still listed, so you can make money while you're on the go. And I think that's just really, really awesome that we have that. Another thing that he mentioned that I'd like to kind of mention for everybody is about the videos. DS Domination is going to give you a platform, and it's going to give you these videos. But what I like, and you all that are on the panel, you can let me know if you agree, but the videos are so short. It's not like, I've been in other businesses where you had to kind of consume this information, and it was a lot of information to consume. And here, the videos are really short. They're to the point. I don't think any one of them are past, 9 minutes long, and you get the information, and you put it into action, and boom, you're done. It's so great.
Here's another nugget, if I might throw one in there. In the beginning, I was a data collector and not an action taker. Okay, and I would caution you against that because I just collected a whole bunch of data, and it didn't go anywhere, and I got no results. And at the end of 2 or 3 months, I looked back and said, "Why am I not getting results?" I was beating myself up. And when I decided that I was going to go back to the beginning and quit being a data collector, quit being a recorder, and be a doer, it worked. And I was like, oh, this is a no-brainer. So really it kind of cost me 2 or 3 months of just beating my head against my desk until I just got over myself and got myself out of the way, and then it worked.
Nice. I had to write that down. He was a data collector, not an action taker. And so, wow, I mean, great points, Bruce. Where do you know, Bruce, can you tell me, your conventional business, were you able to start your conventional business for $20?
No, I started actually with, and it really, my original investment in my conventional business was pretty low compared to a lot of conventional businesses. Mm-hmm. I started with $1,000 and an old van that had about 200,000 miles on it. Okay, and I had to build that. But you either build a business with time or with money, and I built it with time. Okay, because I didn't have a lot of cash to lay out when I started, and because prior to that I actually hadn't worked in 2 years because our son was injured in the military, and I was his caretaker. Because he was bedridden for a couple of years, and so I had to start from somewhere, and I was a corporate executive for 25 years prior to that, and I didn't want to go back to that world, and I refused to go back to it, still refuse to go back to it, and because they won't let me wear my slippers at work, so anyway, I just decided that if I wasn't going to do it, if it's up to me, or if it is to be, it's up to me. And so that was the decision. And when I started that business, it was literally 110 to 120 degrees in Texas in the middle of the summer. And I went out every single day, and I went out and made cold calls in person in the heat. And, if you want something bad enough, you'll do what you got to do.
Absolutely.
This is a lot more simple.
Right. Yeah, a lot more simple. So I would encourage you all. You guys know I love Facebook, and you guys know I love sharing things on Facebook. So the things that you hear tonight, if you hear an aha tonight, I ask you to share it on your Facebook, tweet about it, and use the hashtag. Right now, if you guys don't know, those of you who are actually inside of Unit of Prosperity, you know that we are in what is called beast mode. So if you find something like the data collector, are you a data collector or are you an action taker? You can actually post that on Facebook. Use the hashtag, put a # and then UOP beast mode. Okay, so that way we can find the different posts that you all have about these events that we're doing, all the different actions that we're taking to actually help you all as well as ourselves build our businesses. Now, just another announcement while I'm on announcements. We are preparing for an event in Chicago, June 5th and 6th. You guys correct me if I got the dates wrong, but I believe it's June 5th and 6th. We will be in Chicago, Illinois, and you want to get your tickets by going to UOPevents.com and get your ticket now. There is actually a general admission, and there is a VIP, which is going to include a dance on Saturday night. It's going to be amazing. We have Robert Mercado that is going to be coming and talking about how to launch your own products. It's the Internet Marketing Mastery Conference. So if you want to know how to become a better internet marketer, you want to come and learn from the very best, all right? Learn from people who've already done what you are actually attempting to do. So UOPevents.com, grab your tickets. Jeffrey Combs is going to be there. If you don't know who Jeffrey Combs is and you are in this space, then I don't know how you've missed him, but some people have, right? And we understand that. But if you want to, he's going to be there as well, and he's going to be talking about some things. I don't remember his topic, but I know he's going to be there, and anytime he opens his mouth, it is good, okay? so let me just say that, okay? I haven't heard him have a bad day, okay? Speaking. So anyway, so get your tickets, UOPevents.com. Thanks so much for those sound bites right there. All right, Kana, where are we going next? We got some international folks on here too, you guys. I'm so excited.
Yeah, let's bring Bev and Sean out.
Yeah.
Hey.
Woo! Yeah, Canada's in the house.
Awesome. Bev and Sean. How do I say your last name?
Kesselring.
Kesselring. Okay, I got it.
You got it.
I got it. I saw you guys at the event.
She was at the event.
I'm about to say, I know I saw Bev at the event. Awesome. So tell us about you. Have you guys been on the Hangout before with us?
No, we've never been on. It's our first time.
It's your first time? Oh, we have to know about, your story. How did you get here? How did you get to the Unit of Prosperity?
Well, Kana and I have been friends on Facebook for a little while. We had never really chatted, but I had seen her invite me to a Hangout just like tonight. And I jumped on and thought I'd check it out. And I said, Sean, you got to check this out. I think we could do this. And so we just started. So a year ago in January, we started and just paid our $20 and kept going.
Now, you got to understand, though, at the beginning, I was a little apprehensive. I was what you would call positively optimistic. So I don't know if that makes sense or anything, but there is a little bit of skeptic in me because we had been before in other companies as well. So, personally I thought, here we go again. We're another thing to go through, but let's give it a shot, right? Again, only $20. So Beverly was the driving force on this. So we went in, we started, and a year later we're still here and we're loving it.
Yeah, and I'd like to say that the Kessel rings are power sellers. They didn't mention that.
They just they went over that just a little bit.
Right. Power sellers.
And so my thing is, you all, I'm excited about you all being here because a lot of people come on our Hangouts and they are international and they wonder, does this work for the folks that are actually international?
Yes, it absolutely does. And it really isn't even that much different. I think it's more, like Sean and I were just talking, it's a mindset.
Yeah.
If you expect to go in and just win, you will win. If you expect obstacles, there will be obstacles.
Yeah.
And it's not that we haven't come across things, but we've just chosen to not let them stand in our way.
Now, if you let those things, be a barrier, like Beverly said, it will be a barrier. So even what Bruce had said there, if it's going to be, it's going to be up to me. So you really got to put your foot forward and just keep going. Internal determination is what Bruce said. I love that, Bruce. That was awesome. And it's got to deal with the mindset. You've got to start right off of the back. No matter what, come hell or high water, you have to be bound and determined that you're going to make it. I mean, you can be here in other businesses as well. It doesn't have to be with DSD. But we are here, and this is what we've learned, and this is what our story was. We had to get back into the mindset training again because you're going to have those roadblocks. You're going to have those challenges. You're going to. It's just a given. So you just might as well learn from your faults and just keep moving forward. It does you no good to stay where you are and bumble and complain and whine. Oh, I can't do this, and I can't move forward. You got to pick yourself up. You can't let those blockages hold you back because, again, if results will happen if you put the action in.
Good stuff. Well, you could have just kept going then, Sean. I was like, all right then, you go ahead, bro. That was some great stuff, because a lot of people want to look over it, Sean and Bev, but it does take mental toughness to be an entrepreneur, right? And people get in and they see the checks and they see, the results and stuff like that. But it takes a mindset, you know what I'm saying, that when not if, when the difficulties, opposition comes, what are you going to do, right? What are you going to do? And so,
and I love the fact that we have the UOP behind us, with anything that you do in business, like if you were to open up a franchise, you're really not going to have that community behind you. But with the Unit of Prosperity, we have this camaraderie and we have this huge community of people that are all doing the exact same thing, and they're there to help and assist you along the way. I mean, and that's priceless. That's way more valuable than $20 a month.
Absolutely.
I can say one of the big things for me personally that has helped with our success is that we've always kept plugged in. And if we have ever had any questions of any kind, we just keep asking. And if we don't get the answer or somebody doesn't see our question, we ask it again. And, well, Kena will tell you, I message her a lot often, just because I don't always know. And so if you don't ask, you won't know.
See, if you look at yourselves as a electrical plug, where are you going to get your power from, your power source? It's in the wall where that electricity is flowed from. So in order to stay empowered, you have to hook up to the power source. So you got to stay plugged in. And I'm telling you, we got a great group here with the UOP, and I'm telling you, I thank God for them every day because it's actually gotten me back into reading again when we first started, because I'll admit, my head wasn't on straight. I was not thinking of mistakes. A lot of the times I was thinking negatively. And I had to get back in reading again, for instance, from John C. Maxwell, sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. And that was huge. Another one that's making a big difference in my life is the difference maker, making your attitude your greatest asset. And that, again, is from John Maxwell. Another one, for the 4 Hurdles of Life from Coach Dale Brown. One more, if you are ever, I got one more.
No, you're fine.
If you guys are recruiting and stuff, I find this book very fascinating from John C. Maxwell again, 25 Ways to Win with People. It was said to me a while back, you can gather more bees with honey than you can with vinegar. And I tell you, again, it comes right back to the mindset.
Absolutely. Great stuff, Sean and Bev. I'm so glad we got a chance to hang out. Hey, and those of you all that are team leaders that have sponsored people, there's something that they said that was key, and I'll have to say as well, as long as I've been, inside the company, I stay plugged in, right? I know what's going on, right? I show up, even if sometimes I'm showing up at Hangouts and things, I'm listening from my phone. Like yesterday, the Winning Women Network, even though just because I'm not on the screen don't mean that I'm not indulging in the content, right? And that's a leader, that's what a leader does. Puts other people out in the front, right, and allow them to lead and share and and teach and do all that kind of stuff. So I appreciate you all sharing that. And like I said, those of you who are team leaders inside the Unit of Prosperity, get your people plugged in, okay? Plug them into the community. I talked to a young lady today, and some of your team leaders are dropping and rolling, right? You just you stop dropping and rolling, and your people are like, wait, what's going on? Where what am I doing here? So keep your people plugged in, and those of you who are here, even if your sponsor quits, Val and I know this all too well. You're in the community. You have a community of people that you can connect to and make it happen. So, like my friend Arian Tyson says, you can make moves or you can make excuses, but you can't make both, okay? All right. Dante, you got to go last. You ain't going nowhere near the front. So you guys know we have something special coming from Dante. So.
Yay.
He's all chill back in his new furniture and stuff. So, Okay, I'll leave him alone. All right. Where am I going next? I'm coming back to the United States now. To someone who actually fired her boss, okay, actually in the last year, maybe, I don't know, it seems like everything's so meshed now. She fired her boss, moved to a new state and everything, just changed her whole life. She travels around the world, and I cannot wait, you all, to see where she goes from here. I mean, I can't wait. So I want to bring out my great friend Valerie Mason down from North Carolina.
Hey, Keisha, thank you so much for having me on. You seem to have me on a lot, so I really appreciate that, because one thing you spoke about was how we put different people on a platform to put themselves out there, and you just never know what's going to happen with your business when someone gives you a chance, when someone pays you just a little bit of attention. But the more important thing than that is when people tell you things, is that you listen. And not only that you listen, but you implement, you get going. And so, my story is like a lot of people. I've been in so many things. So many things didn't work. So many things, either I didn't work it or it just didn't work for me. And here I finally found a home, and that's exactly how it feels to me. It's like I found a home, and not only with this business, but with this community. And there's so many things that people have said so far, Bevan, Sean, and Bruce. And I also have some tips today for you for selling on eBay. But one of the things that they both mentioned was, one, Bruce talked about making sure you watch that training and rewatching it. And there are times when we tell our members, our team, our partners, watch the videos, watch the videos, watch the videos. And we're not telling you that to frustrate you. We're telling you that because that's what we did. That's all we had. And when I know, Keisha Bass and I, we started practically the same day, and our Facebook group now is over 17,000 people. I think when we joined, it was a few hundred. So we didn't have all these tips and tools and platforms and marketing systems. It wasn't there. All we had was the training. So we tell you that because we know it works, that's all we had, and it's important that you watch it over and over. You can say, but I watched it twice. Watch it 3 times. Watch it 4. This is the business. This is the work that needs to be done. You just can't get away from it. The other thing that Sean really talked about was, he mentioned some books, and I wrote them down. And you just never know if you're not plugged into the system. You're not plugged into your team's Facebook group. You never know what you're going to learn. Like, here's this Hangout, and Dante Godfrey, who, if you don't know, is a 300K man. And he's going to be giving away products. Had I not stayed plugged in, had I not gotten on this Hangout, I wouldn't know that. And Sean just gave me some books to read to add to my reading arsenal. I wouldn't have gotten that either had I not stayed plugged in. And it's so crucial. You're not on Facebook, just to market. You are here to be part of a community. You are here to find out about trainings, about Hangouts, about calls, about anything that's changing in your business, because your business is always changing. And if you're not on top of it, then you cannot complain and say, hey, is this not working? Is this down? What's going on? Well, had you been part of the community, you would know this. So if you're not part of the community, you're not watching the trainings over and over, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're wasting your time. You're wasting the resources. You're wasting the time of people who have given so much to watch you succeed. So rewatch the training, stay plugged in, and here's something that's very specific to your eBay business. A lot of times we put items on eBay and we're all excited and we want them to sell. But I notice a lot of times people are not paying attention to the description of their items. We're really concerned about, we want to have a great title. But look at the description. Sometimes the description already has all the titles that you need. And while it's always helpful to use a titling tool, read your descriptions. I remember Keisha Bass and I had a 1K listing challenge, and someone listed this item, and we were like, we're not too sure about your title. And then I looked at her description. I said, oh my goodness, everything you need is in your description. So really pay attention to your items. And then the last thing, and this was what really catapulted my success the very first month. My very first month, I made $3,000 in profit. And I didn't do that with Pro. What happened was I sold a few items with Pro, and I said, wow, if I can sell this with Pro, what can I do with Elite? And I just said, I'm investing in Elite. I'm getting Elite. I don't want to hear it. I've already made $100 back. I don't care. I'm getting this. And I think I got Elite within 10 days. And then I went on to have this amazing month, and then the rest is just completely history for me. So invest in your business. You have to. If you're not investing in yourself, you're not investing in your business, again, what are you doing? Why are you here? And I can imagine how much Bruce had to invest. I mean, $1,000 to get started. You can't complain about $20. You can't complain about $100 when someone's spending $1,000 to get started. But someone started a franchise with $500,000. So invest in yourself, invest in your business, stay plugged in, rewatch the training, pay attention to your items, and you can't help but succeed.
Well, there you have it.
And there it is, right?
Right, like boom, okay.
And Hangout's over.
Right, Kana, she just dropped the mic and walked off the stage.
Right.
Okay? Hangout is over, okay? Thank you for coming. We'll see you all next week, okay?
Right.
Does anybody else want to speak after that? No, I appreciate you. You always bring the heat, girl, okay? I already know. You always bring the heat up, and yeah.
And something that Valerie said that's really true, and this is another thing that kind of ties into the community that we have, but I know I've been a part of other businesses before and done different, like work at home type of businesses, and I noticed that with DS Domination, we have a lot of people who are very serious about their business, more so than any other company that I've ever been a part of. And it's really, really good, because if you come in and you don't have that business mindset, just being around so many great people that are about their business, it's really contagious. And I'm seeing people that are coming in with absolutely zero business sense, and they get around these people who are serious, and they're catching on. They're picking up, and they're like, okay, I have to be really, really serious about this because I'm around a community of people that are making this work. And I've never seen so many people have so many results before. It's so great.
Yeah, it's really great. So just in case you all missing, okay, so tonight we're giving you tips and tricks that you can use, on eBay. So Val just said one, and I don't know if you guys caught it, but I'm gonna say it again. One of the tricks that are the tips that she said was to check your description for title, for keywords for your title. So that's something that, really, really important. Check your description for keywords for your title. Keywords are words that people type in to eBay, which is a search engine, right, and look for your item. So if you have a certain keyword in your title, then there's a potential that your item will come up. If you don't have the keywords in the title, then chances are it's not going to render that item to buyers. Okay, and that's the cool thing about eBay, because many of you may be on this in your prospects, and you wonder, well, why should I sell on eBay? Why are you guys so excited about this? Well, if you were to open a traditional e-commerce store, right, and go get items and stuff, however, even if you drop ship them, right, if you just had a drop shipper and you put all these items on a traditional website, the problem that happens with people who do that is that they don't have the ability, either the capital or the ability to drive traffic to a cold website, okay? And if you don't, it doesn't matter how pretty your website is, it doesn't matter how many bells and whistles and everything, how much flash you have on it, everything. If you can't drive traffic to the website, then that means that you have no customers that are coming in to find out about what you sell. So even if you got the greatest potion, lotion, whatever, if there's no customers walking in the door, virtually to see what you have, it's just like you don't have anything. The cool thing with eBay drives traffic almost really for us, right? If you put the right keywords and things in there, eBay is a search engine, and their whole goal is selling items, right? That's all they do on there, right? It's like, it's to sell items. And so it takes out that work where if you set up a traditional website, they do that for you, right? So they're already spending money driving traffic and doing all that. You just basically put your items in the flow of traffic that's already moving. Okay, I almost like to think about a waterfall, right? If you think about a waterfall, it's like you just interject your, if you put your hand in there, now the water is flowing over your hand as well as the person under you and above you, all around you, right? It's gonna flow, and that's what happens when you sell on a platform like eBay, which I think at one time was ranked like number 4. I don't know, it was like very high up, right? So it gets a lot of traffic, and not just from the United States, because some people are like, well, what about this? What about saturation and stuff? You guys, eBay is global, right? We have partners here online that are in Canada. There's an eBay Canada, ebay.ca, right? There's a eBay, I think there's I don't know all the different countries, but I know it's not just the United States. So we want you to think big. Don't worry about it. There's no way possible we can actually saturate this marketplace. So awesome. I mean, yeah, it'd be a hell of a listing, okay?
eBay is so great. And I happen to know, too, that, oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I happen to know that eBay just implemented a new publishers program where they're paying people to publish on eBay. So that's about to drive so much more traffic for us as eBay sellers. And another thing that's up and coming with eBay is they're bringing live auctions back. So all of the huge, auction houses, all of those great, buyers that love high quality items, they're all coming back to eBay. So it's just about to really take our businesses through the roof.
Nice. Publishing on eBay. That's actually really cool. So could we possibly publish, if we had some tips and tricks that we wanted to publish and stuff and wanted to become a
publisher, yeah, and drive traffic and get paid for it, double time, right?
Exactly. All right. Always thinking innovators are people who get paid, but they're so disliked, okay? And I always think, yeah. So anyways, I won't go into that topic because I was about to go somewhere else. Awesome. Well, thanks so much, Miss Valerie. Kana, where are we going now? Oh, we only have.
You know, I think we should talk about one of the things that we're gonna give away to those people that sign up tonight.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's cool. That's cool. Well, so those that get started. Okay, so let's make this clear. Okay, those that get started, and Kana, you make sure I'm going the right track.
Yes.
Get started tonight with someone inside of the Unit of Prosperity. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we're going to send you a list of the top 100 eBay sellers. Is it right, Candace?
1,000 eBay
Oh, my
sellers.
goodness. I was all wrong. I had only 100. So the top 1,000 eBay sellers. Why do you want this? Can you tell them why is this valuable? Because to someone who hasn't never started, right, they don't have looked at the training. They probably are saying, well, how valuable is that to me?
Right. Well, you know, the best way that I can explain it is this, and I know a lot of people when they're new, they come in with this idea of what they think e-commerce is, right? And I just say kind of erase all of that because it's really not what you think it is. E-commerce is it's just such a viable business. There's so many things out there to sell. And so when you look at the training, one of the things that we learn is how to look at other sellers and research the markets and find out what's already selling. So as long as you see that a product is selling, you can go and you can sell the same product too. So what you're going to get is a list of 1,000 eBay sellers that are already selling products that you're just going to go and basically copy and paste the items that they have, and then you're going to be able to sell them yourself. And so that's just going to mean a lot of not having to think and a lot of product research already done. You're already going to know which products are selling, where they are, and how to get them. So that's how that's valuable.
Awesome. Awesome, awesome. It's almost like I would probably liken it to having Walmart's inventory list or something.
Exactly. Exactly.
Like, here you go. Okay. So you will understand more as well once you watch the training and stuff like that, and you'll understand more of why that's valuable to you as well. But what you're going to do is you're going to send, when you join tonight, then you're going to get an email from DS Domination that will say you have activated your pro level subscription. And what you want to do is you want to send that email over to unitofprosperity@gmail.com. Okay, that's unit of prosperity @gmail.com. Just forward over to me at that email address your activation email from DS Domination saying you activated your pro level subscription tonight, and then we'll send it. I'll just forward that list back over to you at that same email address. Okay. And just know it is for people who get started tonight. So it's not, if you're already active in the company and things like that, then that's not the list for you, okay? This is a bonus for people who get started tonight, all right? So I just want to make sure I made that clear. Okay. All right, anything else, Kana, about that? You're muted. You're muted.
I was going to say, I think we should bring out another Canadian.
I think so. Seems
Yeah.
like Canada is in the house, and this is my dear, another dear, friend. I consider friend at this point. Diane's been with me probably since I started in DS Domination. She probably was some of the first people that got started with me. Has, and I won't steal your thunder and tell your story, Diane. Diane Klein, how are you, dear?
Good, Keisha. How are you?
I'm doing amazing. How was your day?
Great. I just don't know what I can come up with all this stuff that's been already shared. What am I going to share?
Well, Diane, we can start like this. If there was someone here tonight listening and they are actually international, can you kind of share with us your experience getting started inside of DS Domination? Did you find, was it an easy transition? Or, I mean, what did you find the training for international sellers to be, enough for you? Or kind of talk about your experience here.
Absolutely, sure. Well, I came into this, we'd been online for quite a few years, and we've tried anything and everything. And I can tell you right now, recruiting was just not my thing. So I came across this video from Keisha, who I had known for quite a while, and I was watching Roger tell this, and I'm like, I think I can really do this. And I want to make it clear, I had no idea eBay. I never ordered on eBay. I never sold anything on eBay, so it was like brand new. But I did have an eBay account, which was quite interesting, which my husband had a few years ago set up because he was ordering airplane parts, because he does RC remote control toys and airplanes and helicopters. So that was interesting. I had that. But the training was absolutely amazing. I jumped right in. I started listening to the pro training, and I'm somebody who's the queen of overcomplicating. And this was so simple. So I listed something, and in the training, Roger had said that we should just go get a booklet, and the international party had a special video about international people, and he said, just go get some stamps or something and list it. So I thought, that's a good idea. In the meantime, my husband comes and he says, here's something you can list, and he had this little remote control propeller for a helicopter. It was $2 or something like that. So I listed it, and we said, okay, let's see what happens. We woke up the next morning to get our coffee at 5 o'clock. It was sold. So it sold in less than 6 hours.
Wow.
So I was sold. I knew I can do this. It wasn't hard at all putting up the listing. It was simple. Myself being a stay-home mom, I have 3 kids, and I take my kids to school. I walk them to school. And something like this, for me, where I can stay home with them, and I can be here for them when they come home for lunch or after school, and still help pay bills, still be part of the household income, that was just up my sleeve. That was it. So I kept plugged in. I kept doing what I needed to do. I started selling. I started doing everything. And some of the tips that I wanted to share tonight, I know a lot have been shared already, but when they say stay plugged into the training, it really is true. Stay on top of the training. It doesn't matter if it's a hangout like this. It doesn't matter if it's the Wednesday evening Roger trainings that we get for free. He always gives something. He always gives tips. Roger always, always shares something at the end where you can leave and say, I'm going to try and do this. I'm going to implement this. Because he always talks about titles. He always encourages you to do the best listing that you can. And the other tip is mindset. If you don't have the mindset and you think that you can just jump in here and try it a little bit, it's not going to work. Because you never should give up. I always say to everybody that says, I'm going to quit or I'm going to give up, if I would have given up 7 years ago on my husband, he would not be sober. So there is no way that you need to give up. Just keep plugging at it. Don't overcomplicate it, and just keep at it. And no, it's not complicated at all from Calgary, Canada, where I'm from, or from where they're from, Bev and Sean. It's the same thing. We just list on .ca, sell it overnight, and then go to .com.
Nice. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you so much, Diane, for sharing that, and that very heartfelt. And you've had some, I know your story, I know your story, right? So I'm probably a little bit partial, but I know there even on you moved over to the Amazon side, and just did what you followed the training and stuff, and you actually have done pretty well even over on the Amazon side.
Yes, and now we're in the monopoly, and I sold and sold and sold and sold today, so all the levels work.
Nice. Awesome. Well, I am so excited. Our last and final person that we have here, we like to call him the 300K man. And he'll have to get a bodyguard or something probably pretty soon. We keep giving out his income like that. You know, your results will actually vary. I know this young man. I mean, we've been online together for a few years as well. He knew me when I was on unemployment. And I knew him when he was homeless. So and hey, we had the internet.
That's all that matters.
Like, we gonna pay the internet bill, okay? Like everything else is cut off, but the internet's on. Like, you know, can you hold off on those lights? Don't do that, okay? We got it. We coming. I'm sorry, guys. I love what I do. I absolutely do. But we got the 300K man, Mr. Dante Godfrey, self that is here tonight to share. He has some goodies that he wants to share, and so I'm gonna give him the floor to share what he has tonight. So Dante, go ahead.
Yeah. I've been hearing a common theme around from everybody, and everybody was talking about mindset. And you do have to have the mindset to do this business. If you don't have the mindset, I suggest you go get the mindset before you join this company, or just even join for the mindset, because the UOP helped me with my mindset and helped me strengthen my belief in myself and, of course, this business. And that's one thing that I learned. That's one powerful key that I learned, that rich people see opportunities and poor people see obstacles, okay? And you got to understand that you can't run from yourself. You have to go through this, and you can't run, because everywhere you go, there you are, obviously. And it doesn't matter what state you go to or anything like that. And the first question that Keisha asked me today was, what happened to Oprah Winfrey's, what is she doing with her company? She's actually moving to L.A., okay? She's moving to L.A. And you got to understand that the people that work in Chicago, over 200 people are going to lose their jobs because they're not going to move to LA. So they have to find another place to move, where she doesn't. She just moves wherever she wants to go. And that's sort of like the business that we're in. We can go anywhere, and our company will go with us. We don't have to have a big shift in employment or a big shift in anything. We just grab a cell phone and we can move. We only have to grab a laptop, okay? I had a teammate today, which is my sister. She joined less than 10 hours and made a sale, okay, based off of one of the products I gave her. Yes, I do give products out, and I will give you a couple today after I finish talking, if you're still listening right now. But she took action. The point of the matter is she took action, and she didn't use a laptop. She's in Miami right now. Her laptop's at home. And she joined while she was in Miami, and she used a laptop to list, and she maxed out her listings on her cell phone, and she made a sale. So it's a mindset thing. That's proven now. That's a mindset thing, and if you really want it, you're gonna go after what you're gonna get. The same way that everybody on this panel has done. And what I'm gonna do is not give you the key to success. I'm going to give you sort of a Kickstarter, obviously the fuel that you need to start your business, and hopefully at that point you will go forth and seek knowledge and be motivated and driven to do this business, because it can take you from zero to hero real quick, just like it did me. I'll be in the summertime. I'll be pretty much well over $500,000. Just on the product side, not affiliate side or anything like that. And that's just because I was around this positive group and this positive atmosphere that's driven me. I know it's the atmosphere. I know it's the community, because I was in a lot of communities. I was in sales communities where they do the hoorah, hoo-ha speeches and the motivational speeches, and my income never went up at all. It never shot up. It never did anything. And it fluctuated. It went from 1,200 to 600 to 1,800, and it dropped down to 500. And I had to save the money so I could, because I didn't know if the next week I didn't know if I was going to make that type of money, because it fluctuated all the time. with this, you're around a consistent group of individuals with the positive mindset. So that helps you out with your income level because it levels things out. Okay, this is a common ground, or you can is a controllable. Okay, I'll always focus on controllables because that's the only thing that's going to be constant. The uncontrollables you can't control. You can't control bad weather. You can't control the rain, but you can wear a raincoat or umbrella, right? You can't control the snow, but you can control wearing a coat. And with all the negative and the negative things around you just going on in your house, all the different obstacles you have to face when you come into the UOP community, this is the only controllable, okay? And it's the norm that is positive. This was my getaway to get to where I am and my driving force for me to be successful, okay? And so with that being said, I want to give something to you guys just like the community gave to me so we can have a driving force so you can prepare your business forward and hopefully move forward from here, okay? And if you are listening to this and you're going to start today, go ahead and click the link and get started. But before you do that, I want you to take notes on these products. Write these products down, and when you get started today, if you're watching this webinar right now, go ahead and list these products first, and then she's going to give you, after you get started today, she's going to give you 1,000 sellers that's making money, okay? You have people making over $100,000 on eBay, and she's going to give you the cheat sheet to success. Only thing you have to do is take action, okay? So I'm just going to give you a small amount of products, and she's going to give you a plethora of products and sellers that's making it happen, okay? So grab a piece of paper, and if you do have a piece of paper, if you don't worry about it. It's recorded. You can go back to it and watch it over. But my favorite thing to sell is, if everybody knows, is the XTX grinder, meat grinder. That's S as in Sierra, Tango, X-ray, meat grinder, okay? That's a pretty awesome thing to sell, and I sell it for roughly around $220. That's $70 profit over and over and over and over and over. All right. The next thing to sell, and these products you can get obviously on Amazon. If you're in the elite, you know a little cheat sheet, cheat codes and things that we get that you can get it cheaper than that, but you still make a nice size profit off of these over and over. The next item is called a high-tech fabric guard with water repellent, and the model number is 30674. Okay, that's 30674. My next item is a Better Chef electric egg cooker. Okay, a Better Chef electric egg cooker. All right, and one thing that I noticed in that is they don't have timer on the title. No one has timer on the title, so that's a hint for people. When you join, you'll understand a little bit more about titling. And you can put timer in there and make a lot of sales based off the training that we give you. So timer is a keyword. Also, the bite rack. It's a Schrin bite rack. SCHWINN lightweight alloy bite rack. Okay, that's like a #1 bike rack. So people love bike racks, and we're going into the season where people are going to ride a lot of bikes. And this is the time right now that you want to go ahead and place these items, because these items are hot sellers and going to be hot sellers for the next couple of months, okay? And when you join, you don't have to worry about these. Just items that you can make your money back off of and propel to the next level when you get started today. So those are the items that I want to give you guys today, and hopefully you guys take action today. For the people that's in DS Domination, go ahead and list those items, make your sales, and the people that's getting started today, that would definitely propel you forward to bigger and better heights.
Great stuff. Thank you so much, Dante. Man, I as Valerie said, when we got started, we just had the training, right? No one gave us a list of anything, when we got started, and it's just something that we want to do, you know, for new people. And so those of you who are that are on the Hangout and you're salty because, you know, because some of you are excited about some people that are, you know, that are going to start out, you know, and actually, you know, be, you know, and actually get this list. And there's a few of you that I see in the chat that you're a little salty about that someone is going, you feel like somebody is going to, you know, advance more than you. And this is only to a few of you. You guys know, I call stuff just like I see it. I don't hold my tongue. So I'm still working on that. But just notice that, you know, everybody has, you know, we'll all get there. We'll all get to the goal. We just wanted to do something that would encourage folks that are watching. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I wish somebody would have given me something, you know, to get a head start. You know what I'm saying? And then your turn will come, right? At someday somebody will offer something and it will help you. So don't look at it that way. So for those of you who shared, someone posted and, you know, said, where are the tips? So if you have been sitting here for an hour now and you haven't gotten a tip, then I'm not quite sure what I don't know. I mean, Valerie, can you help? I mean, like, I've been in the business since 2013, and I'm writing notes, you know, to be a data collector and not an action taker. You know, it's either time or money. I either have the time or the money. And see, that's the thing, you know, I talked to a coaching student today, and I told him, see, a lot of people want the step by step, but they don't want to work on what's going on in between here. And see, until you work out what's going on here, then you'll never be able to produce this like that, right? You'll never have a bank account that's running over because what's up here is not quite together. And so we can get you to get that if we can, you know, Sean just read like 4 books that he's reading, not one single book. I think maybe one book you said had anything to do with e-commerce. Every single book you said had how to deal with people, you know, leadership, different books. Nothing had to do, you guys, with how to step-by-step get into the, you know, eBay, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you have to understand that you will never outproduce your self-image. So until you work on who you are and deal with the negativity that dwells within you on a constant basis, where you'll get on and you know, people who are donating their time, basically, right? I mean, if I calculated out my time at this point in my life is about $300 an hour. So if nothing else, you know, I wanted some people that were international to come on. So anyways, I want you to watch the replay, okay? And go back, because I did pull out some specific tips, like Val's specific tip. I specifically said, you know, the tip she gave. Bruce, the specific tip, he talked about if you want to get to 1,000 listings by a certain time, he actually told you how to break up the listings into increments so that you get to your goal by the certain date. Come on.
Yeah.
Like, if you didn't get that, if you didn't get that, like, what say? Come on, you guys, think. You gotta listen and stop listening for what's not right, and listen for what is absolutely amazing. That right there, Bruce, when you said that, because actually I talked to a coaching student today, and we were talking about income and how to break up, you know, how to figure out how much money she wanted to make by a certain time frame and stuff. And so we were talking about that very thing today. So when you said about how to break those listings up, I was like, oh my goodness, today I was just talking to somebody about that very topic, about breaking things down, having a certain goal and everything. So I just think this has been just amazing. I think I lost my my partner. She done dropped off. I think her internet is acting wonky or whatever. But those of you who get started tonight, go ahead and email us over at unitofprosperity@gmail.com, because we want to send you out. We want to send over to you the list, and I don't know if it's the same one that was posted. Someone posted one in the chat. You guys, you can't post links in our chats. I mean, that's not even. It's not that we're trying to be salty against you. You can't post links in the chat. I mean, that's just not. That's against the rules. So, thank you.
Hey,
no, thank you. Say, we appreciate you, but we don't. So, say.
Keisha?
Yes, Bruce.
Hey, here's one last piece of advice, real quick.
Okay.
Stop snoring and start going.
What is it? Stop snoring?
Stop snoring and start going. Okay? Wake up, in other words. You know? Once you have all the other, if you didn't get anything out of this, wow, turn your computer off.
You didn't want to get anything. That's the thing. You know, I always say you didn't want to get anything, right? And you have to come to anything with a level of expectation that I'm coming to hear, I'm coming to learn something. And anytime, I don't care what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. And it's not even about this hangout. Even if I go to, I can go to an event, to a networking event. When I leave my house, okay, I set an expectation that I'm going to this event and I'm either going to support the person that sponsored the event in some sort of way. I'm going to go and meet at least 5 people that, you know, can help me to take my business to the next level. I'm going to meet at least one person that can be the next piece of the puzzle to help me take my business to the next level. I go to church. I have an expectation when I go to church. I am going to be refreshed and revived. You see what I'm saying? Like everything I do in my life, this is the tip, okay? I'm sharing you tip from the top. This is the tip. Everything I do in my life, I have an expectation. I kid you not, my kids can tell you. When I go to the mall, when I go to the super mall, okay? When I go to the mall, right, I have an expectation, one, that I'm going to get a great parking space. I kid you not. My kids will tell you, we do a dance in the car. Every time I get a good parking space, I tell them, you know what, I come with a level of expectation that I'm going to get a good parking spot, okay? So that's one thing. I expect to get sales. I expect to get things for rock bottom prices when I go to the mall. And hey, I can go to the mall. I think I don't know who was with me, but I was like in 10 minutes, right? I can come out and be, you know, cleaned up. Actually, I was in Atlanta. Actually, I was in Portland. I'm sorry. Another trip. Sorry. I was in Portland, and my friend was like, I can't believe you came in here and got all this stuff in such a short amount of time. I said, well, when I come in when I do anything, I have a level of expectation that I'm gonna, you know, make it happen. Okay. So in your eBay business, let me tell you this other tip, just in case you didn't get a tip in the last hour. I'm gonna tell you another tip. Okay. Have a level of expectation in your eBay business. Expect items to sell. Okay, expect them to sell. Don't list items and be like, oh, well, maybe this will sell, maybe it won't. That's a mindset, okay? So that's a mindset. You got to still deal with that, you know, on your own time, right? Got to deal with that. But expect your items to sell. This process, the system has not broken down just because you paid your $20. It still works. It still works today. Somebody, you know, I could probably post, actually, if you're in the chat right now, if you made a sale today, go ahead, let us know. We want to hear your sound off. Awesome. Anybody else got tips before we go?
Well, I'll just say this. I mean, literally, you know, if we wanted to be greedy, we could sell this, because there were literally millions of dollars worth of tips that were shared tonight for free. Okay, but the only way you get those millions of dollars is, first of all, be open-minded, and second of all, don't be a data collector. Take action.
Yes, go take action. I'm just posting this in the chat. You know, we love you guys. Go and take action. Go and list items. List the things that are actually, you know, look around the season. Here's another tip, okay? And I'm going to get off from here because, you know, Val, you already know me. Like, you know, they get me fired up. They know I can keep going. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, look around your, you know, go to the store, right? If you don't know what to sell, go to the store. Just go to the store. Go to your local any store. Like, you know, your local any store, and see what is on the end caps, or see what is, you know, what is around the store. You know what I'm saying? Watch TV or watch a commercial or something, and you can find out, like, what is actually selling right now. So, another tip.
Another tip, follow the training.
Yes.
Follow the training. It works, I promise.
Yeah, it absolutely works. So awesome. So anyways, guys, we love you so much. We are actually going to invite you all to come back tomorrow morning. We actually have the midday motivational call that will be hosted on tomorrow. I believe our very own Valerie Mason actually will be hosting the call in the morning. So you want to go back with the person that invited you here tonight and get the information about the midday motivational call. We definitely deal with mindset and everything, so we're pretty sure that you'll get a nugget if you're open now. If you're not open to it, you won't hear anything, so I'm sorry. But if you're open to it, you'll get something that'll help you to move your life to the next level. I promise you. And then we have training this week. We have motivational call every single day. Prayer, there's a prayer call in the morning. I think it's like 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. You want to get up early and spend some time with God. We definitely have that available for you. If you want to sleep in, we won't judge you, okay? All right. You guys have a great week. We're going to see you next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching. For more information, go to the About tab and visit my website. You'll see it right there in the description. It's partnerwithyvonne.com. Again, www.partnerwithyvonne.com.